Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time once again for my NFL picks for week number 5 to stay alive. Now, before I do that, my viewers, I'm going to tell you how I did last week in week 4 for my NFL picks. 12 wins and 4 losses. This is the best I ever done this year with my NFL picks. I'm very proud of myself. I finally got over the hump. But let's see if it continues for week number 5 to staying alive. It makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, it kicks off tonight for Thursday Night Football for week 5. The defending Super Bowl champions, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Lately, they're like an up and down roller coaster NFL team, but it is so darn early. Don't worry, they will still win the division and all that other stuff, but you never know. Key player might get injured and all good stuff. So, no further ado, they are 2-2 in their very early season. They play a very tough opponent against the Panthers. Came down to the wire. If you guys seen it, that's great. If you have not seen it, probably you saw the highlights on the news or on Sports Channel or ESPN. They're 2-2, and their opponents, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, are 2-1 this early season for them. I'm going with the Patriots. I'm not a Patriots fan, but they've been here before, and they're not gonna keep on struggling. They gotta tighten up their defense. They gotta work on their offense. Is Belichick worried about this? Probably not. He always gonna say we're gonna concentrate on Tampa. Tampa Bay is our next opponent. He always says that in the press conference. You ever watch him on the ESPN? The highlights. He's always depressed. He seemed like it. But whatever. I guess it always works for him. But he's a genius. He's a future Hall of Famer. Cheat or no cheat, he is freaking awesome. Can you imagine if he's with a different team? Do you think he'll get the same results? Maybe, maybe not. I'm sorry if I'm going into detail. I love going into detail. Okay, next matchup. The Arizona Cardinals are 2-2 versus the 3-1 Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going with Philly. Philly, so far so good, are doing very good. Okay, next matchup, the Jacksonville Jaguars are 2-2 in this very early season versus the Pittsburgh Steelers are 3-1. I'm going with the Steelers. I picked them last week and they did not fail on me, so thank you, Steelers. Next matchup, the Tennessee Titans are 2-2 versus the Miami Dolphins are 1-2 in this early season. This is a home game for the Dolphins, so I'm going with Tennessee. Tennessee is trying to keep on winning, you know. I forgot if they won last weekend. I can't keep track. Okay, next game, the Los Angeles Chargers. That still is not a good ring to it, but whatever. Are 0-4 versus Eli and the New York Giants 0-4. Do you guys realize that Eli had a chance to go to the Chargers when he got drafted, but I don't know how it happened. I guess his family don't want him to play for the Chargers, so he went to the Giants, and the rest of his history, he won 2 Super Bowls with a franchise and all the good stuff. I forgot Phil Rivers. If Eli never went to the Giants, I guarantee that Phil Rivers probably will get drafted by the Giants in the past. But you never know. Both teams were 0-4. Who's gonna win the first game? The Giants or the Chargers? I am going with the Chargers. Giants are just a total mess. They're like a huge train wreck. They don't know what to do. They got great talent. I'm not a Giants fan, but I've been watching ESPN and NFL Live, and I've been getting my knowledge from that kind of stuff, you know. So I think that's pretty good. I know my kind of knowledge in NFL. So I'm going with the Giants. I'm sorry, scratch it. The Chargers. I might change my pick. Who knows? Okay, next matchup, another 0-4 team. The San Francisco 49ers versus the Indianapolis Colts are 1-3. I'm going with the Colts for, I guess, it's an upset pick. Andrew Luck is still not playing. He might play on Sunday, but I don't know. He's like, I think he has serious injury. I think he has surgery in the offseason. I'm not too sure. So I'm going with the Colts just for a pick. Watch, Niners will probably mess up my picks. Okay, next matchup, the Buffalo Bills are 3-1 versus the Cincinnati Bengals are 1-3. I'm going with Buffalo. Right now it's early in the season, so they could have a major injury and they just might fall to the face of the earth. You know, they might be last in that division. And let's see what happens. Bengals. They haven't been good in a couple of years. You know, they always have a good season. But when it comes down to playoffs, they always fall apart. They can't put a lot of points on the board. And they're not really fun to watch in the playoffs lately, in my eyes. Okay, next matchup, the New York Giants. Yeah, Giants. I'm sorry. I just mentioned the Giants. The Jets. 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 This is all for the Jets fans. Now, the last 2 weeks, they won. Wow. Do you think this could be like a underdog team? You never know. Never give up on your team, Jets fans. Now, their opponent is another 0-4 team, is the Cleveland Browns. Now, Jets fans, if you lose to the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to shake my head. I'm going with the Jets this time around. Please, Jets, don't let me down in this my NFL picks. If the Jets lose, then my whole NFL picks are messed up. Hopefully not. So I'm sorry, I call you guys the Giants. Hopefully Giants. See, I said again. Hopefully Jets are not mad. Jets fans are not mad at me because of what I said twice already. I'm not gonna say it again. So I apologize. At least I mentioned it. Not like a couple weeks ago I did not mention the game. So have faith in your team. It's a very early season. So have faith. Okay, next matchup, the Baltimore Ravens, Joe Flacco and company are 2-2 in this early season versus the Oakland Raiders are 2-2. They lost their starting quarterback again. So I don't know what they're gonna do now. Pick up a guy from free agency who didn't get signed. We'll see what happens. They got a great defense and I think Oakland will bounce back. Next matchup, the Seattle Seahawks are 2-2 versus the Los Angeles Rams are 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 Rams. They got the same record as last year, but I watched an interview from one of the players from the Rams. It's a different team. Yeah, we heard that before, right? So I'm going with the Rams still. Watch it be Seattle upset, and that will mess my pick up. Seattle's not a very good team right now. I know they're above 500, but they're not scoring a lot of points. Their defense is like sleeping, something like that, I know that makes no sense. Okay, next matchup, Aaron Rodgers and company, Packers 3-1 versus I forgot the quarterback name. It don't matter. 2-2 Dallas Cowboys. This is a rematch from last year's playoffs, and you know what happened? Prescott. That's his name. That's Prescott. Oh my gosh, he was the rookie leader last year. So I'm going Aaron Rodgers and company. I hate the Packers, but I have to pick more experience. Sorry, Cowboys fans. Watch, you guys will probably prove me wrong. Okay, for Sunday Night Football, the only undefeated team left, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Houston Texans are 2-2. And I forgot to mention the Kansas City Chiefs are 4-0. What a great start! Now a lot of people on ESPN, they might have a great season. Of course, it's early. You can't really judge for 4 games if they're gonna make the playoffs. Not one key guy, maybe a couple guys. They might get injured. They might be done for the rest of the season. We'll see. When do they play a tough opponent? Well, they play the Patriots week 1, but you know what I'm saying. Let's see if they keep on rolling with this. I mean, that'd be great. I mean, I don't mind if I see a undefeated team go all the way, because I'm so tired of the 72 Dolphins talk. That needs to end. Regardless, I don't care who I don't give a darn who it is. The record is. So I'm going with the Chiefs. Next matchup. Last but not least, Monday Night Football matchup. The Minnesota Vikings are 2-2 versus the Bears, my team, are 1-3. You may know about this news already. You may not know about this news already. But I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Recently, I think this past week, or Monday or Tuesday, that John Fox, the head coach of the Bears, finally benched Michael Glennon or Gannon, whatever his last name is. He put the rookie in. So hopefully this is a good thing. Stay positive. So he did pretty good in preseason, but preseason and regular season are in two different ball games. I saw one great highlight on the news when he threw a 45 bomb to one of his receivers. If he could do that on Monday night, that'd be awesome. But the Vikings have great defense. Don't get me wrong, but they lost a lot of key players already. They lost their starting quarterback already, Sam Bradford. I think he's injury prone. Why the hell did the Vikings trade him? That was stupid. They should have went after in the draft this past April a young quarterback. They do, but he's not really a legit quarterback. I mean, whatever. So that's all I'm going to say. I like to see the Bears win because I'm a Bears fan, but the way they performed last Thursday night against the Cheeseheads, and I picked the Cheeseheads, and I was right. That was a total blowout. So if the Bears could keep this game close, maybe the Bears have a chance. But if the Vikings blow out the Bears have no chance. Bears need to score right at the get-go. No interceptions, no pick six, no bad fumbles, no penalties. I mean, of course, probably be penalties. No bad plays. And a guy named Danny, it's supposed to be a 2-game suspension. They scratch it up to 1. I don't know why, but I guess he peeled it. That's kind of stupid. It was it was a freaky accident, I'm assuming. So I still like the Bears, but Bears are a rebuilding team. So I hopefully Bears lose, but in my heart, I want them to win. So it's like a iffy. I'm going with the Vikings. So regardless, I'm still gonna watch the game. Hopefully, it's not a blowout. Like I said a few minutes ago, I know I repeat myself like a broken record. If the Bears could keep this game close, if it comes down to a freaking field goal, maybe they can win this game. But Bears need to score first on the open possession. If not, then they're freaking doomed. But I'm not gonna give up. They got great young running backs, but the receivers are a different ball game. But that wraps it up. Those are my recap for week 4. Those are my picks for week 5 to stay alive, and I will be back for week 6, and I'll give you my picks for week 6, and I'll give you my discussions how I did in week 5 to stay alive. So what games are you really looking forward to for tonight's game, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, or especially Monday Night Football? So good luck on your NFL teams, and sorry Jets fans, I messed up a couple times when I do my picks. Hopefully you guys are not mad. If you are, I apologize. So that wraps it up, and that's all I gotta say. This is the host here, the Reister. If you want more of these picks, hit the notification on the little bell on your phone, on your any mobile device. And if you're new to this YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button and you'll get my brand new stuff. You could check my blast from the past videos. And that wraps up. Thank you very much. This is the Reister. Sign off. Good luck with your teams.